Alright guys, here's the 2021 Kia Seltos, and it's looking pretty good. I took the battery out. It's ready to start. I haven't started it yet. I haven't heard it yet because the battery was dead. I have the spare tire on, and I took the bolt out of the hub, and that relaxed the hub and allowed me to put on the spare tire, which is also smaller, and it's clearing the strut. So now it's gonna roll. It's not very strong, but it's only just to get it off the trailer. Well guys, it's the next day. I got some daylight here. Still, we got some cold weather, unfortunately, and I realized I made a stupid mistake. The steering wheel lock was on, and so the key works. I just wasted a bunch of time. I just wasn't thinking, and then made a rookie mistake. So we're gonna start it for the first time. I got the battery out. I'm not sure if that's good or not. It's completely dead, but I do have this Noco Boost Plus. So let's give it a shot, and we're gonna start this thing for the first time. We got full power, and what I ended up doing was just taking my battery out of the Hyundai Accent, plugged it in over here. Looks like we got full power. Here we go, guys. First start. No start. Come on. Come on. Not sure what's going on. I don't know what that A is. Give it another shot. Maybe there's a fuel cutoff switch. It's cranking okay. So, I mean, I don't know. Sometimes computers are weird. Turn it off. Turn it on. System check. Took out the key. Put it back in. Give it another start. Nah, she doesn't sound good, guys. Well, guys, I'm taking a break. I'm just not getting anywhere with the Kia Seltos, and so I thought I'd come home and kind of collect my thoughts for a moment. Also, I didn't have my meter, and I'm kind of in between batteries. The engine is giving me a code of a battery low or battery sensor circuit problem. So I figured I would come home and charge the battery that I have, and just kind of do some research on what I need to do. And also, this garage is a complete mess. The Kia Seltos is going to go here. So as soon as I can get it off the trailer, it's going to go here, and I'm not even prepared for it. So, but let me show you the battery real quick. If you guys know, but you can actually buy battery voltage online from Amazon or eBay or whatever. And so I have like a gallon or so of battery acid. I filled up all the cells here, and it's actually going down in voltage, which is good, because when it's sitting at 12 volts, it's not going to accept a charge. And so the lower the voltage, the better. And then I'm going to charge it with the battery charger over here. So I just filled it up about 10 minutes ago, and I'm going to give it like 10 more minutes. I'll plug in my charger, and we'll rejuvenate this battery a little bit. We're sitting around 4 volts now, so we're looking pretty good. And as you guys probably know, you can also use distilled water, but then I think it just takes longer. But I think it's just faster, and maybe even better if you just buy battery acid and just pour it straight in. Of course, not all batteries have the ports for filling water or acid. In that case, you just have to buy a new battery. Okay, this is about an hour later, and you can see the battery charger is just pumping in some amps. Alright guys, it's nighttime again, and I have the original battery in this car is still charging at home, and this thing is running just for a second. Watch, there it is right there. Come on, come on, come on. Oh, there it goes. Yeah, there it is, guys. She is alive. Okay, I got my truck battery connected with jumper cables. I have my Hyundai Accent battery in there, and then I have my jump pack connected to that. So I don't know why this thing needs so much power, but it is what it is, and it's running. Here we are, guys. We're with the spare tire on, and I'm going up a pretty large hill, and my wife's, she's back there, and I can hear the spare tire dragging on the body, but we are moving illegally. We're just trying to get it up over this hill, and then from there we're going to go right into the garage. So it's kind of like a little covert operation. All my alarms are going off, buzzers are like, hey, what the hell are you doing? But it's driving, it's running well, and we're going to go right into the garage. You can see this was pushed in here, and the seam sealer separated here as well. So this area was pushed in, and these two seams are no longer sealed. And this is just superficial over here. Undercoating, not a big deal. I'll just take a wire wheel, clean all this up, and reapply it. Let's see, here's the sway bar link. I don't know, might even be able to bend that back. Probably not worth it. But yeah, that's bad. And of course, here's the strut, here's the fender, and the light back there is bad. That's about $1,000 for the light. Windshield washer fluid, fender flare, and lower bumper cover, and also this portion of the fender flare is bad as well. So the bumper was pretty tricky to get off. These are actually LEDs right here, and they don't come off unless you unbolt them down here. But first you have to take off the bumper cover, and right in the middle it's tricky because it's just all snapped in, then you have to just pull it out the best you can. All right, and unfortunately the hood is bad. I did not expect that. Let me show you guys. Right here you can see that there's separation in the layers of the hood. So the hood hinge might be good. I thought it was just a hood hinge, but no, it's actually the hood. Once we got the vehicle home and started assessing the damage, we started ordering parts immediately. This wheel is obviously bad, but the tire is bad also. There's some sidewall damage where the tire hit the strut. However, we had to take the tire to Walmart so they can properly mount the new tire, and also take the TPMS sensor from the old one and put it in the new one. Here I'm using my Kia Soul to get all the parts from the Kia dealer. I have a fender liner, a bumper cover, a fender, a door skin, a strut, and of course here's the new wheel and the new tire. So here we are, guys. Obviously the door skin is bad. I don't know if the door frame is bad, but I do have 2 airbags on order. First thing I noticed was that this metal right here is leaning over, so all of this has to be pulled back, and I'm not worried about these tabs that can be pulled over or hammered. This right here probably took a lot of the hit besides the wheel. So there's a pretty sharp angle right here, and this has to probably come over about 1.5 inches. So yeah, so not only is this area out, but I'm sure all of this has to be straightened out too. After putting everything together, nothing was looking right, so I took the wheel back off. I'll go ahead and replace the lower control arm, but I was really looking for some major damage or like major offset or something. So I kept looking, and check this out, guys. Wow, I actually drove it about a 1/4 mile home like this, and you know, it was pretty bad. This is with the original strut, and I thought the strut was the only problem, So yeah, I mean, I made it home okay, but sheesh, look at that. Yeah, I'd say that would definitely make my wheel crooked. I received a bunch of parts for the Kia Seltos, and let me show you what I got. I wasn't sure if the lower arm was bent or not, so I got a new one. And I have the old one right here sitting on top of the new one, but you can see the old one looks pretty good. So I really don't feel comfortable selling this on eBay. It could be bent in some minor way, but I just really don't know. So anyway, here's the new one. So it looks great. I know it's going to work for me. I also have a fog light bezel, and this is a headlight rear bracket because the one I received from eBay was broken, and I threatened to return the entire product or just buy this. So this was like $5, and I'm sure the seller on eBay was happy that that was replaceable. I see I also got measurements from the auto body guy. I don't know if you guys want to pause the video and take a note of any of these measurements. So I'm more concerned with the front end, and this is a very flat perspective. So there's no three-dimensional measurements here. Let's see what this is here. This is the rear door and the doorways, just to make sure that those are square and up to par. I don't think we'll have a problem with the doors, but I do think we'll have some issues somewhere on the front end here. So let's see, moving on, we have our old knuckle. It's broken, and here's our new one. Looks fantastic. Let's see, I also have the seat belts here. I didn't use Safety Restore this time. I used Seatbelt Masters. They were also on eBay. I think what happened was somebody from Safety Restore probably went rogue and created their own company, Seatbelt Masters, because they're both in Massachusetts. So, but they're very similar product. Seatbelt Masters had a better price, and of course, when you get it back, everything is very well packaged. Here's my module. Everything's nicely labeled and packaged, and it was wrapped in plastic and everything. So, good job on them. Let's see. I also have the lower bumper cover here, and unfortunately, I think I already mentioned this, but the hood split, and they said there's nothing I could do about it. I bought a new one, and here it is. That's a $500 part right there. One thing I wanted to suggest when shopping for parts is to actually use Google. Just take the part number from Kia, one of the Kia websites or whatever, and punch it into Google, and then click the tab that says shopping, and they're going to find like 5 sources for that product, and you can click on any one that has the better price. Well, that's it for now, guys. I'm going to put in this lower control arm and this knuckle. We're going to get this car back on the ground, and hopefully everything looks square.